Hey guys, it's Rob O'Keefe here, Keller Williams. I'm here with Walter Gorman from FHA Lenders. Walter's going to give us an update on the lending market in today's environment. It's going to be like a Q&A session back and forth. And we're excited to have you on, Walter.
How are you, Rob? Pardon me, I had to put my phone on vibrate. I forgot. Hi, guys. My name is Walter Gorman. I'm with FHA Lenders. I've been doing this for about 18 years now, and it's a pleasure to have me, or a pleasure to be here. Sorry.
That's awesome. Yeah, so obviously the game has changed in a number of different facets. A lot of people are losing their jobs, lending market, that goes hand in hand with the lending requirement. What have you been seeing? What changes have been coming in the environment here?
I mean, the biggest thing right now, honestly, is the job loss. Lenders really aren't closing loans if you're not working, but it doesn't mean that the loan's dead. It's just postponed until this thing blows over. That's been the biggest thing. There's some pros, some cons as to what's come out of all this. The cons are FHA has recently increased credit scores, or not FHA, but a lot of lenders are increasing their credit score requirements for FHA loans. We're at a 660 today, where we would have been at 580, prior to all this. So that's the biggest thing that I'm seeing on that end. Of course, you got to be working to close, stuff like that. Another big thing, but it's actually a pro that we are seeing, is the appraisal process now. Refinances and purchases, a lot of the loans are being able to be done with a drive-by appraisal. So the appraiser doesn't necessarily have to come in. They can drive by the house, take exterior pictures, and the loan can still close.
That's great. Yeah, so I heard a rumor that FHA was completely canceled, but maybe that happened in the past, but you're saying that's not true. People can still get FHA loans.
Correct. So they just tightened up their credit score requirements. My personal opinion on it is just that an FHA loan is a very limited down payment loan, 3.5%. So there's not a lot of equity in the property to begin with. And I think a fear that a lot of the lenders are having is that if the market crashes, which I don't think it's going to, there's been no equity in the home. My personal opinion is not that the market's going to crash. It's going to be a little bit of a tough ride as we go through this. But the truth of the matter is that people still want to buy homes. That's the American dream. That's what we're here for. Once this ends, everybody's going to flood the market and home values are going to go up. That's my opinion on this.
Right. Yeah, I think like Warren Buffett says, you got to be greedy when others are fearful. Now it's like a time of uncertainty. So you're saying it's a pretty good time to strike, which I agree with.
Yeah. Right now, there's a lot of good deals on homes. Sellers still want to sell. It's just a different process, and it's not that it's a bad process. A lot more things are done virtual. We're seeing a lot of agents that are doing, walkthrough videos, or even the homeowner is doing a walkthrough video of their own home. They have the time to do it. They're there, so everybody's chipping in to kind of get things done,
Yeah. And like you said, like people are doing drive-by appraisals. We had one. And another property I was doing, like we couldn't get in for the longest time. And just so happens to drive-by appraisal. We were actually waiting for something from the city that we just couldn't get done, but the appraisal just drove by and just took care of it,
Yeah.
We didn't have to wait for the city at that point.
Traditionally, Rob, with that, one of my hardest parts with the appraisal was if somebody was buying a multifamily home and there's tenants in there. It was very hard to structure a time for the appraiser to come in and walk through with both tenants and stuff like that, where now they can kind of just go by and take pictures.
That's great. So the deal will find a way. It's like that Jurassic Park thing, right?
Always going to find a way, always going to find a way.
All right, so that's cool. So like, let's say if I'm a buyer right now, I'm getting ready to buy, like what should I be doing? What kind of steps in the process should I be taking?
The biggest thing I'm going to tell people is pay your bills. Pay your bills, pay your bills, pay your bills. I know there's a lot of stuff going on with forbearance and some people may need it, but as far as I know, there's no real way right now as how they're going to be viewed as far as credit and as far as lending. Meaning that if you, let's say for instance, you do own a home and you do the forbearance program right now, and in 3 months you want to buy, that could potentially pose an issue with the lender. We don't have any real literature or rules right now to go by because it's just coming out. But what I am hearing is that, a couple of the people that I've spoken to that have done the forbearance, what their lenders are actually saying is, listen, we'll give you the 3 months off, but month 4, you owe us 4 months. So people have to take that into account too. It's forbearance, it's not forgiveness. That's very, very important to understand.
Yeah. I just did one on my house, actually. I applied for it, and I was
Mhm.
like just wondering, like, how's this going to be structured? I just got the letter in the mail the other day saying, well, you have to owe us at the end of the 90 days. So it's
Yeah,
like, what, I got money in the bank. Why wouldn't I just pay it? You know what I mean? Then I have to go and change my automatic payments, all that stuff. I have to remember
yeah.
to pay it at the end. I have to put
You
money in
know,
a separate savings account. Like, why would I do that?
it's not a 2008 thing. Jobs aren't going away. You're just not allowed to work. I hope that this is all over or at least calmed down in the next 2 weeks to a month. I would probably say closer to a month. I think that the legislation is doing everything they can to calm it down. But also, let's be honest, our economy is not going to be able to sustain something, people not working, and people can't not work. They want to work. Everybody that I talk to is, they're going crazy. Parents are homeschooling their kids. You didn't get off of work, you just got another job. you
Yeah.
know
I can't imagine. So there's a lot of good info here. So you're saying like the process still goes on. There's just a few little adjustments here, and
yeah,
it just helps working with a seasoned lender like yourself that can adjust and just go on the
yeah,
fly like this. But it's a great time to be looking. That's what you're saying.
yeah. And I mean, listen,
Yeah.
if you're debating selling, you have the time right now to get your home set up. Now's the time to do the painting, to do the yard work, get the house ready, because once this is done, trust me, there is a ton of people that are waiting to buy. I talk to them every day. We're also seeing a huge increase in applications for New Jersey. I mean, I'm in Bergen County. Rob, I believe you're in Bergen County. The offices as well. But
Yes.
huge influx in applications of people that are looking to come over from New York, purchase homes. Everybody still wants the American dream. You're never going to lose the want to own a home. There's some kind of pride that goes along with that.
That's right. So it's probably like just going by what you're saying. It's probably just a good time to apply too, and just seeing what you can
Yeah.
qualify for.
Listen,
Just to
get your
kind of put the
ducks in a
feelers out.
row. Understand what you qualify for. You now have the time to get everything to the lender, the tax returns, the pay stubs, everything they need. When it's not like as soon as you go back to life as normal, it's going to be pretty crazy. So if you're on the fence or you're thinking about it, start working on it.
Yeah, I think it's great. I saw something. It was a meme actually on Instagram, and the meme was like, "Well, be grateful for this time because it may never happen again." It was kind of funny. It was like, it's like we don't want to be grateful for this, but on the other hand, it's such like a great time to get this stuff done. And to
Yeah.
be thinking about this stuff that it's like life moves so fast ordinarily that you just don't have time just to lock in and focus on this stuff. So
I mean, it does
kind of
give you
interesting.
a lot of time to figure it out. And honestly, mortgage guys, we're always available to begin with. At least good mortgage guys are. I was talking to somebody last night at 10 o'clock because we're not doing much. I mean, at this point, I think I've
Right.
watched 8 series on Netflix. I'm looking forward to work. I want to talk to people.
Yeah, that's right. That's a good time for that
Yeah.
too. I'm going through Ozark myself. And speaking of money and stuff like that. All right, this is good stuff. Yeah, so I bet a lot of people learned a lot of stuff. We talk about this stuff all the time. We take it for granted, but like I bet people didn't even realize you could buy a house for 3.5% down
Yeah.
using an FHA program like that.
Conventional's 3%.
Yeah.
There's programs out there for 3% down conventional. So the programs are out there.
Yeah. Yeah, just so I was like, I did a video on this previously. That 20% down's a myth. That's like one of those invisible scripts we have in our head that you need all that money down. Yeah, you can just get in for like as little as 3%. You're saying?
Yeah. I mean, listen, there's 0% down loans. It's called USDA, but it's only in certain areas. So there's a lot of, I would say, alternative or limited down financing out there for people that they're not educated on. That's why it's always good. Like I said, even if you're thinking about it, give a call, see what your options are. You may be very surprised at what you can qualify for and what it actually would cost you to get into a house.
That's right. And like we said before, this is a good time to be doing it. So we're always available. I'll put I'll have my contact info below, and I'll put Walter's as well. So we encourage you guys to reach out to us with any questions you have on this stuff. Cool. Is there anything else you'd like to add, or any Netflix recommendations you got?
I'm a big Ozark fan. Personally, I'm a big Ozark fan.
Ozark is good.
So, yeah, Ozark was good. But no, I mean, listen, guys, this will pass. The market's strong. People are always going to buy houses. If you're thinking about buying, it's a great time to start. Get your ducks in a row. If you're thinking about selling, same thing. Understand that the market is going to open. The market's going to flood. Right now, we're at a bottleneck, but that will pass. And when it does, you want to be ready. You don't want to be the guy holding the bag. You know what I mean? You want to be ready for this.
Exactly. Couldn't have said it better myself. All right, guys. Well, Walter, thanks so much. This is awesome. Thanks for taking the time.
No problem. It was my pleasure.
Yeah, thanks for watching, everybody.
All right, guys. Have a great day.
We'll see you soon.
Bye.